EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
18, fight in.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. That's underneath to Pierce. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Pierce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, but not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, and that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Bronco leading. Ready.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
65, trap 60, trap 60. Hurt. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Texans offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On the ball, on the ball.
Off play action, Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
70 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On third down, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Colts at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Panther 60. Hurt. Right there, right there.
Second down, here's Richardson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. James Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. Now cut it to 3 at 10-7. The touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Stroud to throw it. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now they'll pitch it to Pierce. A beautiful fake. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Going for it with Pierce. powers through him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Let's go now.
Now Stroud. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And Stroud now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they'll hand off to Hull. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Go check, go check. Ready.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go, check.
2nd down and 8.
Go, Reed, go.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up second and 7. And they'll run with Hall. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Evan Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from capturing the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Looking to throw. Stroud. Completion here to Claypool. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Get it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they can't bring him down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the mid. And oh, deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, they folks just dropped a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Stroud on third down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Texans. Chase Claypool, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans add 6 to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 30, Colts 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Escaping the pressure right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19, Tiger, 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Cook up the gut.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Stroud.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Come on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Here's Pierce. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Get it.
Stroud looking to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan from 8 yards out. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
37, Colts 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing, but how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Cougar 19.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Richardson looking to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go again with Pierce. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain of 32 that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's 3rd and 3. Pierce will try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Get it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Give to Pierce.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
70 Timberwolves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, right?
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go. Here
The
we
Colts
go.
on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hut, hut.
Richardson looking to throw this.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And this one is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now a handoff for Pierce. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And his kick is indeed good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Richardson now on second down. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
19 Charger, 19 shot.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And quickly, they get to the line. Richardson going to change the play here. To throw is Richardson. To throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
One last shot for Richardson. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced, and they will head back home next week.